Perhaps that's because, although it shouldn't matter, it somehow does. It's strange, but I feel like I'm in a time machine. 'Cause guess what? It's like I'm suddenly 17. So book the white limo, uncork the dom. After 25 years, I am finally going to prom! I once thought a night like this wasn't in the cards. But I've got a date, a tux, and the whole 9 yards. A rational person would just stay calm. Oh, since when am I rational? Barry is going to prom! The prom! I wish I could tell that sad kid I was to stop crying into his Cheetos. They say it gets better. Guess what it does? Who cares if you're a big old girl? Just get to that gym and twirl. In showbiz, I never felt such a thrill divine. My date is a high school lesbian. Still, it's fine. Though it's been years since I've called my mom to tell her that though it's overdue, all of my waiting is over too. And if you're not happy, I'm over you. 'Cause Barry, yes, Barry. Look at me, Mom. Barry's going to prom. Goodness. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Wait, you guys will never guess what just happened. Literally, 6 minutes before I got on the stage, my outfit was in my car. So I'm a little sweaty. What else is there? Hi. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy and lucky to be here tonight. My name is Court. If you don't know, if you're not my mom and dad, my boyfriend, or my siblings. Cygnet's always been a home for me. I love this place, and I'm so excited to be not only the first person to do a solo cabaret at this theater, right?
Yeah.
Incredible honor. But also the first to do it in the round. So this will be an experiment for all of us. So when Melissa Fernandez asked me to think about doing a cabaret, I said, well, that's scary. So I should probably do it. And so she's like, well, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts on like what you want it to be about? And I said, well, I've always had this little, angel and devil inside. I'm always known as the happy guy, and I really am. I am the happy guy. But I've struggled with keeping that happiness inside me, like all of us do. I think that's kind of what drew me to performing, so that I could, figure that out. Believe it or not, I've always been a little sad, even as a little boy. Even though it was really cute, I will say. Mom, Dad, you can vouch for that. But like I said, there's that struggle between the inner joy and the inner sadness. Trying to figure out, who's going to steer the ship for the day. Look around, the world's a lovely sight. lovely sky and sea, well, it used to be. Look around, the world is shining bright. Watch the green grass grow, well, that once was so. Where's the spring that loved the rain? Where's the grove down the lover's lane? Look around, they vanish overnight. Where's the lovely world we used to see? Who closed the open skies, the view clear to the horizon? Look around, you disappear from sight. And when I recall what used to be, I'm weeping like a weeping willow tree. Just look around, you'll see a memory. In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds of lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tone, you answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and every time I held a rose, it seems I only felt the thorns. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made you leave, well, that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. And this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence be with you, that's if the choice were mine to make. But you can make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. Billy Joel, incredible songwriter and storyteller. There's another amazing songwriter and storyteller that I had the opportunity to sing some of his music, and that was from Harry Nilsson. So a while ago at the San Diego Rep, I had the opportunity to, I know, San Diego Rep. I had the opportunity, the Horton Plaza, everything. I had the opportunity to do a show with all of his music. It was called Everybody's Talkin', the music of Harry Nilsson. And it was arranged by my absolute idol, Steve Gunderson. So if you don't know who Steve Gunderson is, he's an incredible actor, incredible singer, songwriter, arranger. And I always say I'm his biggest fan, and I want to be him when I grow up. Whenever that's going to happen. So yeah, I got to sing the music of Harry Nilsson, and it was on stage with Alice Ripley and Greg Jabara, who had won the Tonys the same year, and I was like, what am I doing on the stage right now? But it was very exciting, and I really connected with Harry Nilsson because, so I watched a documentary about Harry Nilsson. I didn't know who he was before this, and he's such a great songwriter, and he really gets to like the meat of things. He really gets to like the bone, and I realized that he kind of has that mixture of happiness and sadness. So the next song that I'm going to sing is not written by Harry Nilsson, but it is his most famous song, other than "Lime in the Coconut." But I'm not singing it. Sorry. Everybody's talking at me. I can't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of their eyes. People stop and staring. I can't see their faces. Only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast wind, sailing on summer breeze. Skipping over the ocean like a stone. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast wind, sailing on summer breeze. Skipping over the ocean like a storm. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of their eyes. I won't let you leave my love behind. Oh, I won't let you leave. It's weird to sing that song without Alice Ripley's deep alto. So this next song that I'm going to sing, there's this amazing artist, John McLaughlin, who is also an amazing songwriter, an amazing storyteller. And he has this great song that just makes me think of all my friends and my family who have kind of kept me afloat in the times that are the darker times. My bestie Morgan Carberry, who couldn't be here tonight because she's working.
Yeah.
I know. My Mrs. Claus. If you don't know, first of all, if there are children in the audience that are believers, are there?
Yes. Right.
All right, perfect. I won't tell the story. Just keep on believing. Anyways, my friend Morgan and I, we do things during Christmas time, and that's all I will say. But she has helped me stay afloat in so many different ways. She comes to save me at all times. My sister, my brother, my mom and my dad, my roommate. So it's just amazing to have people help me through the dark times, because we all need saving sometimes. Come on, you have got to move on. This is not the you I know. This isn't real, it's just all you can feel. And that's the way that feelings go. And whether or not it's right or wrong, you'll do what you will do. 'Cause when the cloud in your eyes start to storm in your life, it's just a storm you're braving. Well, don't tell yourself you can't lean on someone else, 'cause we all need saving sometimes. Say what you will, but the time that we feel while we're on the earth should not be alone. We were meant to be known. You make me what I'm worth. But I can't keep you from yourself. You'll do what you will do. When the cloud in the sky starts to pour and your life is just a storm you're braving. Don't tell yourself you can't lean on someone else, 'cause we all need saving. And I don't know why it has to be this way, and I don't know the cure. But please believe someone else has felt this for sure. When the cloud in the sky starts to pour in your life, it's just a storm you're braving. Well, don't tell yourself you can't lean on someone else, 'cause we all need saving. We all need saving of muck there. I think that I got my love for music from my mom, honestly. My mom and my dad. The reason I have my sheet music, or my lyrics, is because I've always forgotten my lyrics. Always. Natasha Pierre, forgot my lyrics. I mean, it always happens. It didn't happen. I'm sorry, Sean. It didn't happen. You were there. You remember. Man. So I was going to say that my dad, whenever he doesn't know the words for songs, what do you do? Ah, la, la, la. I wasn't going to do that tonight. But my mom, so we would go on these rides, or like before rehearsals or things like that, on our way up to Disneyland. She would be like, "Have you ever heard of Donovan?" I'd be like, "No, I don't know." And she'd pop in a tape and we would listen to all of Donovan. And she'd be like, "How about the Beatles?" And so we would listen to all the Beatles. Maxwell's Silver Hammer is my favorite song. I don't know what that says about me. So there's this one song that I love. It's also just like, it's a bop, as the kids say. It is a bop. And it's called Break My Stride. I'm sure you all have probably heard this song at some point or another, but this is there's a little sauce to this version of it. Shall we? Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to find you. You said you had to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you. What does that mean? And she said, "Ain't nothing gonna break my stride, and nobody gonna hold me down. No, no, I've got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. No, no, I've got to keep on moving. You're on a roll and you pray it lasts. The road behind was rocky, and now you're feeling cocky. You look at me and you see your past. Is that the reason why you're running so fast?" And she said, "Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. No, no, I got to keep on moving. Nobody's gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Never met another one like you. Never met another one like you. Work me over. Never let another one like you drag me under. If I meet another one like you, I will tell her. Never met another one like you. Have to say, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. No, no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. No, no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. How's everyone doing over here? Hi. So I've been performing ever since I was a very little boy. My very first time that I ever performed was doing German folk dancing. That's right.
Prove it!
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Port Norby has leather lederhosen in his closet. Okay, don't get too excited. They don't fit. They were for like a little boy, so okay. So yeah, I used to do German folk dancing with my brother and my sisters. Yes, my brother also had leather lederhosen. And then I went to a performing arts school. Fame was what it was called. No joke. Not the same level, but you know. And then, I had my very first audition. Mom remembers this. So she's like, well, what do you want to sing? Thankfully, my mom was not like a stage mom. You know, she was like, I don't know, you want to do theater? Like, great. Okay, what do we do? So I was like, well, I really like Camelot. Yes, I was gay. So I was like, well, what if I sing Camelot? She's like, okay, great. And true to form, I forgot almost all the lyrics, except for Camelot. Yes, yeah, believe me, it was humiliating, but it was a good learning lesson. Still learning that lesson to this day. So then I went to college. I went to Grossmont College for my first few years. Grossmont College! Oh my gosh, that's right! Grossmont College. And CJ Keith, best teacher out there, oh my god, incredible. And Wendy Thompson. And they were like, we have a song that, like, it's kind of a popular song, audition song, but we feel like you do good at it. And I was like, okay, what is it? And they said, She Loves Me. I didn't know anything about, I'm gonna get a drink of water. I was like, I've never heard this before. So they taught it to me, and I was like, I love this song. It's like, you know, it's very me, very like happy and that kind of stuff. Give me a second. Electrolytes, I promise, not alcohol. Or is it? What was I gonna say? She Loves Me. Yes, okay. So they taught me She Loves Me, and I was like, yes, this is my audition song. So I did it in my 20s, in my 30s, and I still do it in my 40s. So I'm gonna do it for you right now. Wonders never cease. I didn't like her. Didn't like her, I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her, I wouldn't have her. I never knew her. But now I do. And I could. And I would. And I know. She loves me, and to my amazement, I love it, knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true, she doesn't show it. How could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loathed me, bah, now today she likes me, and tomorrow, my teeth ache from the urge to touch her. I mustn't tell her. It's wrong now, but it won't be long now until my love discovers that she and I are lovers. Imagine how surprised she's bound to be. She loves me. She loves me. I love her. Isn't that a wonder? I wonder why I didn't want her. I want her. That's the thing that matters. And matters are improving daily. Yesterday I loathed her. Now today I love her. And tomorrow tomorrow. Oh, I'm tingling, such delicious tingles. I'm trembling, what the hell does that mean? I'm freezing, that's because it's cold out. But still I'm incandescent, and like some adolescent, I'd like to scroll on every wall I see. She loves me, she loves me. Oh, thank God for teachers who are like, yeah, this is a great song for you because I'm going to sing it for the rest of my life. More water. Hydration, right? So I work at the San Diego Zoo every summer. My boss is right there. I'm so excited you're here. You turned me on to these electrolyte packets, so I thank you very much. So, speaking of water, this is a very odd segue, but I work on a ship every year. Water, ship. So yes, every year I work on a ship during the Christmas season. And it's incredible. It's honestly the best. One of my favorite things to do because I get to travel, I get to meet people from all over the world that I would never have met, just staying in one place. But it's always at the holidays, which means I'm away from my family, my partner, and his family. So, it's that bittersweet doing the most incredible things, but without the people that you love the most. So it's very, very bittersweet. And especially with my grandparents, they're in their 90s, late 90s. So every year it gets scarier to leave home and be like, are we gonna be here this next time? So my grandma is almost 98, which is incredible. My grandpa passed last year, but believe me, he lived an amazing life. He was full of vim and verve. My dad always says, you're the luckiest man alive that you get to do this. And it's true. But I'm only that lucky because I have them praying over me while I'm away. And because I have the guardian angel watching me. I pray you'll be alright. And watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times where we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. I'd rather be sailing, yes I would, on the open sea. I'd stand at the railing if I could, feeling wild and free. sun is on my neck, the wind is in my face, the water's incredibly blue, and I'd rather be sailing. Yes, I'd want to go sail and then come home to you. Sex is good, but I'd rather be sailing. Food is nice, but I'd rather be sailing. People are swell, but I'd rather be sailing over the horizon. And I'd rather be sailing if I could, feeling wild and free. I'd stand there inhaling if I could, on an open sea. The sun is on my face, the wind is in my face, the water's incredibly blue, and I'd rather be sailing. Yes, I'd want to go sail and then come home to you. I'd rather be sailing. Yes, I want to go sail and then come home to you. So yes, oh, that's right, there's a whole other song. Yes, give me one moment. Thank you for the reminder, Patrick. One more I'll be home, I'll be home, when your nights are troubled and you're all alone, when you're feeling down and need some company, and there's no one else around to give you sympathy. Remember, baby, you can always count on me. I'll be home, I'll be home, I'll be home. I'll be home, I'll be home, wherever you may wander, wherever you may roam, you come back and I'll be waiting here for you. No one else will ever love you the way I do. I'll be here to comfort you and see you through. I'll be home, That song is by Randy Newman, who I love. He's amazing. He's one of those guys who can just write a couple chords, and it's like, you can just listen to the chords, and you're like, yes, I know what the song is about. He's amazing. But he's also the guy who wrote, you know what I'm going to say. He also wrote one of my favorite songs, which was for Bug's Life. This is how simple and wonderful his lyrics are. Was a bug, little bug, hardly there. If that doesn't tell you what the entire movie is about. Oh, it's for you, Kate. So, back to working on a cruise ship. Seriously, the best. It's incredible. If I could bring you all, I would. But my room's a little small. So the last couple years, they've had me stay in a guest cabin. And if you've ever worked on a cruise ship and ever been in a crew cabin, staying in a guest cabin is like, oh my gosh, it's like staying at the White House. It's crazy, it's amazing. The good and bad thing about it is that then I also get room service, which is dangerous. Okay, probably every single night. I'll get a Mickey bar and some cookies, because I'm there for Christmas. I've always been a big boy. Mom and I would go shop in the husky size. She would do the little pull, the little tug to make sure that the waistband fit. I always joke that I like round foods. Thankfully, my boyfriend's an incredible baker, and he makes the best cookies in the world. So cookies, pizzas, donuts, pies, you get the idea. But thankfully, bigger is better. Bigger is better. That's the way to widen your appeal. What's more delicious, a celery stack or a 10-course gourmet meal? Bigger is better. That's a rule to make a guy feel great. What's more inviting, a one-room flat or a grand estate? Put on a few, it's not so bad. Your man will sure to love it. Would you rather? I've got it all instead. In fact, I've got a lot more of it. Bigger is better. An apple's shape keeps interest evergreen. Would you rather a pogo stick or a full stretch limousine? I'm built for comfort, not speed. Bigger is better. That's the key to keeping out of hock. What sparkles more, a diamond chip or a 15-carat rock? Bigger is better. Large and luscious always gets my vote. What keeps you warm, a muskrat muff or a chinchilla coat? When your figure starts to spread, that's no cause to hate it. Do what Ziegfeld did instead. Decorated, celebrated. Come on, Patrick, I need a bigger finish. Bigger is better. Take that tip, and life keeps getting finer. What floats your boat? A dinghy or a full-fledged luxury liner? Too much Bigger is better, so better get bigger today. I'm not fat, I'm just easier to see. I'd asked around, I was like, I need to find like a good comedy song. And I was like, what I really want is Big, Blonde, and Beautiful from Hairspray. But for me, and I'm not a large, beautiful black woman, so unfortunately I can't sing that song. But this one is a good second. Still Big, Blonde, and Beautiful is that's good. Anyways, give me 1 second. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see everyone. How's everyone doing out there? Maybe if I don't drink water, I won't sweat. That's not gonna happen. I would say, what'd you say? Or I'll just fall over. I have a friend who always says, and I have stolen this, I say, I sweat peeling an orange. It doesn't take much. Moon river, wider than the mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon river and two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon river and So, I'm a child of the 80s, as my gray beard can show you. You know, my mom and my brothers and sisters would always teach me like the best music. But I was, so like, loved 80s music. Mixtape.
Yeah.
I did mixtape for forever with Patrick. Was anyone else in mixtape? Yeah. Remember the 80s? So, being a child of the 80s, I loved watching television. And Mom and Dad agreed with this. I had a little spot in front of the TV. And it was quart butt sized. And it was just worn down completely because I would sit like inches from the television because I didn't want to use the remote. And I would just press on the television back when you could do that. And I would watch all the TV shows like Kids Incorporated, yes. MMC, anyone? Yeah, right? Oh, that's where like Britney and, that's where they all came from. Christina Aguilera.
Gosling.
Who?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, that's right.
Justin Timberlake?
Oh my gosh, hello, that's right, Justin Timberlake. Oh my gosh. Thank you. But my favorite shows were the ones about the families, of course, like Family Ties. What was the one we were talking about with Urkel? Family Matters, that's right, Family Matters. Not 80s, but still around that time. But one of my favorite shows was Growing Pains. Partially because of the theme song. Show me that smile again. Don't waste another minute of your crying. No, we're not with the end. The best is ready to begin. Whoa, whoa. As long as we got each other, we got the world waiting right in our hands, baby, you and me. We gotta be the luckiest dreamers who ever kept dreaming. We can do anything, we can take anything that comes our way, baby, rain or shine, all the time. We got each other, sharing the laughter and love. I just love that. So, you got your family love, but then a beautiful boy comes along, and my goodness, it's, he's so gorgeous, and he's so sweet, and honestly, his eyes, his nose, his fingers, his toes, his smile when he says please, and when he sneezes, his sneeze, his arms, vest, coat, chest, his everything is sweeter than sweet. I try and I try, but honest to Pete, I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him. I can't stop talking about him, the man that I adore. I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him. I can't stop talking about him, and though I see him at war, I can't stop telling about him and yelling about him and telling about him. I can't stop hollering over the moment that we met. He had a pinstripe, what do you call it, a beautiful smile, a barrel of money. I can't stop talking about him yet. He kissed me and a bell went boing, a whistle went woo, a trap door opened and I fell right through, and now I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him, and if he was yours, well, neither would you.
Would you please stop talking about him and talking about him?
I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him.
Please stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him.
I won't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him. I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him. Talking about the man that I adore. I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him. I can't stop talking about him, and though I seem a bore, I can't stop telling about him and yelling about him and telling about him. I can't stop hollering over the moment that we met. He had a pinstripe, what do you call it, a beautiful smile, a barrel of money. I can't stop talking about him yet. He kissed me and a bell went boing, a whistle went woo, a trap door opened and I fell right through. Now I can't stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him, and if it was yours, well, neither would you. Stop talking about him and talking about him and talking about him and talking about him until your face turns blue. Talking about him and talking about him and talking about him and talking about him all day through. It's really true. I can't stop talking about it. I mean, obviously. Hello. Well, gotta do the water thing again. money, but boy, if I did, I'd build a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, you know, or a man who sells potions for a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can give. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. Sat on the roof, kicked off moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for the people like you, it keeps me turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's gone, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. We're almost done for the evening. Which is sad. Oh my gosh. I have so many thank yous. First of all, thank you so much to Cygnet, my home, the staff, the crew, the box office, the house manager crew, incredible. To Harrison and Craig, sound and lights and everything. And of course to Melissa for convincing me to do this. Thank you. And of course to Patrick. Unbelievable. Let me tell you, okay, let me just say, this man, I like things a little bit lower than they usually are. I like to sit in a comfy place. And he took all these songs and transposed them down, which I don't know if you know how hard that is, but it's very hard. I'm going. It's very hard. Well, the last song that I'll be doing, you might guess what it is. So, in one of my darkest times, truly darkest times in my life, it was after the shutdown. We were all in a dark place. And but I really withdrawn, really, shut everyone out. And I get a Facebook message from Sean. And he said, we're doing this show called Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. And I was thinking about, like, do you know Dust and Ashes? And I was like, I don't know this at all. I truly didn't know the show at all. I knew that it existed and Josh Groban had been in it, but that was all I knew. And he said, if you could, like, record that song for me. I was like, okay, great. So I'm gonna listen to it. And I listened to it and just sobbed. Truly, it was one of those. It was a good sob too. It was a good one. Because I was like, oh, wow, I'm not the only one that feels this way and who's gone through these things, and you're not that special. You're not that special. So yeah, then we did it, and it changed my life. I mean, it's truly, it's a before this and after that. It's just one of those things. So this is Dust and Ashes.
Woo! Yeah.
Is this how I die? Ridiculed and laughed at, wearing clown shoes. Is this how I die? Furious and reckless, sick with booze. How did I live? I taste every wasted minute, every time I turned away. From the things that might have healed me. How long have I been sleeping? Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I ever look up and see the moon and the stars in the sky? Oh, why have I been sleeping? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up, and we are a God, and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. All of my life I spent searching the words of poets and saints and prophets and kings. And now at the end all I know that I've learned is that all that I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to hold off, to place the blame outside. Hiding in my room at night so terrified. Things I could have been, but I never had the nerve. Life and love I don't deserve. So all right, I've had my time. Close my eyes, let the death bells chime. Bury me in Burgundy, I just don't care. nothing's left. I looked everywhere. Is this how I die? Was there ever any other way my life could be? Is this how I die? Such a storm of feelings inside of me. But then why am I screaming? Why am I shaking? Oh God, was there something that I missed? Did I squander my divinity? Was happiness within me the whole time? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. And when we fall in love, we wake up, and we are a god, and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. They say we are asleep until we fall in love. And I'm so ready to wake up now. I want to wake up. Don't let me die while I'm like this. I want to wake up. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. Please let me wake up now. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I'm ready. I'm ready to wake up. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Please sing with me. I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. I'll be touching my emotions. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Woo! How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. One more time, Patrick. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Thank you so much, everybody. It means the world to me that you came out tonight. I love you all, every single one of you. Patrick, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.
It's like honey.
Yeah.
Great job. You were so great. You did great.
Is he out there?
Did you
Oh,
watch
you were
this
there.
all the way to the end? Oh my gosh, this was so good.